We are back where we began. Armadas with Ash showed you guys live first day that these guys were susceptible to finishers. You can finish the Necramechs, not only with abilities, but you can even open them up for finishers, which is unique since our normal demolishers cannot. But I've said I don't think it scales very well. Let's go into it, and also a weapon category that I think is very promising in here has a couple details, but we'll talk a bit more when the time gets. So let's get a key. Let's get things going. Okay, on to Bladestorm. Oh, he just fell into the corrosive stuff, so he just melted. Second attempt, and it is Bone Widow, which is, a bit weaker than Void Rig, but you can have an idea. It's this. It's pretty decent. I just don't think this will scale very well. We can finish these guys, and the weapon category I was talking about are the rapiers. These have forced slash procs on front finishers. And what we can do is to open these guys up for finishers and then just do this. Yeah, it works. It is pretty interesting. How better it is compared to a heavy attack, I just can't really tell. I have already brought quite a couple stuff in here trying to finish and to get better results. Tried hammers because they have like crazy damage when you use the finishers, but these guys just have like a cap, and it's really hard to get good stuff. So far with the heavy attack builds and stuff that I've tried, I've gotten slightly better results with the finishers. But it's still, it might just be something that you want to bring, or you might want to bring to complement your damage, depending on the build that you bring in here. If you bring a weapon build that it kind of melts things, with time, it might be the thing for you. Or if you're just not bringing something like the Trinity build or the Revenant build, because those are just skill based to kill these things, so you can use this to complement the damage, help it. Do it one more time, even without, oh, actually can just prime this, and actually I'm Ash, so I can just use my ability. Usually have to cast a couple times because they have to take a front finisher. Why is it not just, it's just not going? Okay, that works. To me the damage really looks just fine, but again, how better it is compared to a heavy attack, it is up for debate. It is kind of complicated. I feel like you can build a bit better for heavy attacks since you can use stuff like empowered blades. But yeah, it is just a possibility that I wanted to bring up because we can't really do this with normal demolishers. Also, I tried the stuff that increases finisher damage. Savage Silence, the Radio Blind mod also, but they don't seem to affect the max. Otherwise, we would be seeing that unreal damage like we do on the Simulacrum, where you see millions and millions of damage per finish in there. That's kind of crazy. Another thing that I'm trying right now, it is the Perigale, because a video showed up for me on YouTube think I'm gonna butcher the guy's name. I think it's Moog, something like that. It popped up to me, and I'm like, the Perigale does crazy amounts of damage, right? He even like one tapped the Necramech, but yeah, we can do it. But I also already have stuff that I think it's pretty problematic with this weapon. Yeah, the build I'm trying right now, it kind of goes to prove what I think about it. The thing is, the Perigale has insane amount of damage. I've took this thing to level cap. There is a video on the channel. The thing is, it is a weapon that's too punishing if you miss the shots. Crap low magazine, huge ass reload, gives you unlimited ammo as long as you hit a weak point or headshot for 4 seconds. Normally, you wouldn't have a problem with most stuff, but in this tile set, you know, the easiest thing to hit are the Necramech weak points. You know, other than that, where's the weak point? You know, Culverins are the most abundant enemy type in here, pretty much. And where the F is their weak point? We had one of these weeks, an effect on the Elite Archmedia that only showed up. Enemies would only take damage on their weakest parts. And like the Culverins, their part is like up here, but it doesn't trigger the weapon. These guys is between the legs. It does. These ones it's like the very part of the wrists, but it doesn't seem to trigger. And by the time I could even be able to hit their weak point, I'm already out of ammo. So there's a bunch of problems with the Perigale, you know. I'm even using right now a build that I've made to be like 0 setup, because if you were to get what is one of the highest damage factors for our melee weapons now, which are galvanized and our arcanes, you're gonna have to use the weapon to kill stuff. And if you're not hitting the weak points, you're pretty much effed. Okay, so kind of eliminated as many things that I would have to charge with the weapon. Still performs decent, I'm gonna say, but it's my complaint with a weapon like this. You know, snipers are extremely strong. They're really good against these very hard targets, and especially the Perigale is just so freaking good. You can kill level cap without armor strip with this thing, just so you have an idea of how good it is. But it is a very tricky weapon. There is no way denying that. Talking about heavy attack, I even have the build right now for that. It's pretty good too. And to be honest, I kind of see it more like the finisher thing, to be more like a complementary damage to this whole thing. Because if it is good, yeah, it's pretty good. But, you know, really wanted this to make it work, so it's this. Only thing better for the finishers would probably be to use, what is it? Steel charge. It would make it a bit better for the finisher damage and the whole blade storm stuff. Perigale, this is what I was trying, but you know, the galvanized would make it much stronger. That's the thing. But still works pretty fine, I think. But I would just I'm just kind of against it, you know. I know it's good, but it's too punishing for me. This is my Distressa Prime build. Riven. It's working pretty fine.